there's something about the act of devotion that I think is really underrated. Devotion can sometimes seem a fairly ineffectual activity, almost self-indulgent or navel-gazing in a kind of a way, but something happens when we engage in the activity of devotion that has a profound impact on the devotee. The person who is devoted, if the focus of their devotion is somebody who is worthy of that devotion, it can really change the person who is focused upon the other one. What do I mean? If you give your heart to one who is so good, whose love is so pure, whose kindness runs so deep, and if that one becomes the focus of your attention and your love and your sense of appreciation of all that is good and true, that will change your heart. You will be changed by degrees as you focus on that good one. And so we get to this story in John chapter 12, verses 1 to 8. Where is it? John chapter 12, verses 1 to 8, where Jesus is visiting his friend Lazarus, who he had resuscitated, and Mary and Martha, Lazarus' sisters, are there. They're sharing a meal together. Martha, of course, busying herself with the meal, and Mary, of course, being devoted to Jesus. And she uses some very costly perfume to anoint Jesus. And of course, Judas is there. He's the treasurer of the group, and he objects and says, "This is really expensive stuff. Why are you wasting it? We could have sold this stuff and given the money to the poor, and that would have been a much more effective thing to do with this valuable resource," which is, of course, the perfume. And poor old Judas, he so misses the point. He can't see the essential nature of things. Perfume isn't just valuable because you can sell it and get money and use that money for something else. Perfume is one of those things that we use to make things beautiful, to express the glory of them. Women wear it to make themselves more glorious, and back in the day, and especially in Jesus' day, they would anoint bodies that had died with it, and Jesus makes reference to that in this story. So there's a real focus here in these moments before Jesus goes on his last journey to Jerusalem and to the cross, on who Jesus is and how he actually is worthy of that central focus and that devotion. It's something that in our very pluralistic culture we're sometimes a bit hesitant to own or to acknowledge and name, but that Jesus is in fact quite unique and quite worthily holds the most central place in our hearts and in our devotion. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday at Mustard Seed. We've had a lovely morning breaking bread on Sunday and sharing communion, acknowledging that we are the body of Christ and acknowledging the extravagant love of the Father in sending us the Son. So we're going to continue that focus on Jesus as we approach Easter. Don't forget, we have our my family Passover meal coming up in Thursday night, the 14th of April, and if you'd like to join us with that, you better get in touch. The next morning is Good Friday, and we'll do Stations of the Cross, a walking meditation around the streets of Ultimo. Not very far, but enough to kind of get the blood going and get your mind going and be a bit thoughtful about this incredible moment in history, and we'll have a cup of tea and some hot cross buns to give us strength for Easter Saturday. And then we have Resurrection Sunday, of course, coming up. So that's all about 2 and a bit weeks away. Join us for some of these things if you can, all of them if you possibly can, and think about being devoted to one who is worthy of our devotion. God bless. We will see you soon.